Ooh. Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know. You have push to talk on, maybe? I don't know. I'm fucking exhausted. Oh no, it's that, but that came after a good 5 to 6 hours of wargaming. So yeah, Age of Sigmar, but yeah, there's some difference on the rules, but it's basically the same.
Okay. I think my OBS is freaking out. I'm not sure what the hell's been going on this last week. Everything's been like fucky. Uh, so, great. When do you think your channel will be banned? Like camera hands.
Um, well, first of all, I don't really have the popularity, so I'm not going to attract like the same level of haters that are required to get it banned over bullshit. And I kind of have yet to put out like most of my spicier takes on the stream. Like most of it's just AI, and then I don't say anything too spicy in the tech talks, really.
Yeah, those are pretty tame. They're just basically just information streams.
I don't say much in the Elden Ring. Maybe during a Red Pill cult meeting, people don't seem to be too hard on me for roasting Sean with Think Before You Sleep. So
Oh yeah, that guy. Forget.
yeah, so
I'm still sub
I don't
to
know.
him and I shit talk him on his every post. It's like I have the mentality. It's like, yeah, you should unsubscribe to people who like do that. I'm like, that's fair enough. Me, I'm like, I want you to make me unsubscribe. I want you to go out of your way to click on my icon and make me unsub because or block me. I want you to freaking block me. I'm not moving.
Yeah, so like I don't know. I think I'd have to be making like decent money and probably have at least 10 times as many people watching my stuff before I have to worry about getting banned like Hammerhand.
Okay. Wonder, am I coming live? Am I coming through on this stream? Okay, because my character's like frozen in space.
Yeah, no, you sound like you're coming through on the stream. Like, I don't know. I think I'd have to be making
Okay.
like
You see how my character's like frozen?
yeah, well, that's because like in Discord, you just constantly have the green bar up,
Yeah, I'm gonna disconnect and
which
reconnect and see what happens. Uh,
no, like what you got to do is like got to go into user settings, go to your voice and video, and check whether your input mode is voice activity or push to talk.
it's voice activity
Okay, but like, where's your sensitivity bar?
all the way to the left.
Yeah, that's the problem. It's all the way to the left. You got to at least put it somewhat to the right,
Okay, so all the way to the
like
to
just a
the
little
right.
bit. Because
I
now, like,
operate on extremes.
that's the thing. Because like now it's basically saying, "Oh, 0 decibels. He must be speaking."
Yeah, there we go. Much better. I that's the one thing I struggle since I have bad hearing. It's sound adjusting sounds and stuff like that.
All right, a little too far to the right. Now
A
you're
little too
cutting
far.
off.
Oh, okay, so now it's
Like think like 1/16 of the way across. That should be enough.
okay. So go to the left, like
Yeah, you basically only want it 1/16 to the right.
Okay, how's that?
Yep, that sounds good. You're coming through clear.
Oh, hallelujah. So today we have a special treat for everybody who's joining in. We are going to do random AI stories. Gray is going to be telling us an AI story. I'm going to have him start the prompt. I'm pretty noobish to novel AI. Novel. Okay, don't judge me. I get that Utah talking fucking sucks.
Hey,
So,
I'm Canadian. My accent gets ridiculed all the time. It's good.
every time you say bloody hell, keep thinking you're doing a bit. I'm like, Canadians don't really exist, do they?
I don't know. Gaslight me enough, and I probably believe that I'm made up too.
uh, Nobody wants to be Canadian. Anyway, we're gonna start a new story, and I had a prompt here. Gray's gonna walk me through like exactly how to like make it work better as we go. I think that'd be a great bonding experience. So we're gonna start this new story. The idea I had is Ray is hosted on Dr. Phil. We're gonna see what happens. Is a host. Yes. I'm not here to be chastised over my writing skills, okay? My fingers are too fat and thick. Not because I'm obese. Because I'm just got these huge meaty hands. I keep trying to buy like bigger keyboards and shit like that. But
Do too much construction work. Now your hands are so swollen that you need a bigger keyboard.
I grab meat all the time, like huge things of meat, and I have to like lift them over my head and use giant knives. So I have these big, massive hands.
You sliced into them so many times, now you've got a bulletproof callus on every finger.
Basically. Deflect. Ah! Alright. Got some jazz playing. Royalty free. Alright. Ray is... Damn it! See? Like, my fat finger just, like, smudged everything. Okay. Ray, who is a ghost, is a star host on the famous show. It was a reality TV show.
Do I look like the kind of guy who watches Dr. Phil?
You're about to be. Is a star on the star host on the famous reality show Dr. Phil. Okay, and if I understand this right, I just put a period here, and I hit send. And now it's going to automatically write. We're going to see what happens. The AI's writing, he has been given a new body, and his old one was destroyed by a virus. Oh. Lore. Now he must live in the world of the living as a human being. It must suck. He had to choose a Canadian. He finds it hard to adjust. His only friend is the doctor's wife, who he loves very much, but cannot have sex with her. What? Because she's married? What is the AI doing?
Apparently the AI has more morals than a lot of modern husbands.
Apparently. Can I have sex with because she is ugly and also married to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, however, is actually into cuckold. This might be your chance, Gray. Here we go with the
yes.
AI go.
No. As I've told one of my coworkers, like, hey, if I wanted something that everyone else has already had a turn with, I'd get a real woman.
I wouldn't either. I would just scream and run away because I'm deathly terrified. No, seriously, it's a condition. Have a panic attack last time I tried to get with someone. Ugh.
No, like legit, it was actually kind of funny because I got on a tangent with one of my coworkers and ended up telling them about sex dolls.
Ooh.
And then later on, one of them was like, "Oh, hey, you gonna get one?" I'm like, "Yeah, maybe one in the future." And they're like, "Oh, you're gonna share it with one of your friends?" I'm like, "Dude, why the fuck would I share it with one of my friends? Like, why would I share it with anybody?"
Yeah,
I mean, like what? Like, think about it. You're like, "Oh, hey, I got a brand new flashlight. Oh, I'll know. I'll hand it over to one of my friends to use because nothing turns me on more than having another man's jizz in my sex toy." Oh yeah.
Just give him that fluoride stare. It's like, what is the idea of like? Is everyone so warped to the point? It's like, oh, I jizz in this girl all day every day, and then another guy jizzed in her before. It's like, did we not have any boundaries anymore?
Like, I'm starting to wonder, like, whether guys just don't think before they say this stuff. But then again, the guy who asked me is the kind of dude who likes to go after like women over the age of 30. So
I know a guy who's like in a relationship with someone over 50, and he's 30 himself.
Yeah, so like, that's
And
the thing.
He's a coomer, so like, and he likes the art that's like inflated breasts and asses and mommy because he never got that as a child. So I think it has something to do with that. Anyway, we're going off on a tangent. Here's the rest of the AI that wrote this. She is ugly and also married to Dr. Phil. Dr. Phil, however, is actually into cuckolding. So he can watch Gray having sex with his wife while he himself does nothing. Okay? The book is written for entertainment purposes only. Hi, honey, I said to my wife as we lay in bed together. You're now married? I'm a little confused.
Well, no, that's the thing. Like maybe we switched over to Dr. Phil's perspective,
Okay, is that what
like
the
from this one.
asterisks are for?
Like this is like okay. You realize that we are effectively getting into Dr. Phil NTR fan fiction right now.
With the Gray Ghost. Alright, I'm gonna have you write the next story, so what do you want me to say? Or do you just want to type it out in Discord and I'll copy paste it?
The next one. You know what? Since we're doing AI, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to ask one of my AIs for a story prompt. In fact, actually, I have a story prompt right now.
Okay.
So here, I'll copy what this one, which came from the Pygmalion AI.
Pygmalion.
So, yeah, it's more known for its not safe for work kind of chatbot stuff, but I've been trying to find an AI that I can use for like story writing and prompts, but also isn't so heavy that it causes my computer to crash.
I was just looking for something like completely random and chaotic to see kind of what happened. But
Yeah,
this sounds interesting.
yeah. So no, I told it to tell me. Well, the prompt I said was like, tell me a short story set in a cyberpunk world about the advancement of technology, and bam, it spat this prompt out.
One such story is called Rapture. It involves a young man who is given access to an artificial intelligence program, which he uses to gain control over his own body. He discovers how easy it is to hack into any system or device on Earth and begins using these abilities to cause chaos throughout the world. The story was written as a cautionary tale warning against the dangers of technology progress without proper regulations. I think you were talking about this on one of your tech talks.
No, honestly, I haven't meant. Well, no, that's the thing. This I haven't mentioned on a tech
No, no,
talk.
not the story, but the concept of how prompts and stuff give people ideas to write better stories.
Precisely. Like you look at that, and then you think, like, you know what? There's probably an anime of this somewhere.
They do have a text adventure feature on Novel AI.
That they do, but like I'm pretty sure, like just like that little prompt right there is like, huh? You know, I could picture like an anime movie or even just a short series that kind of goes over just this little story right here. It sounds intriguing. Like
It
I'm
does.
kind of curious.
I would say it does. Um, what about Dr. Phil gets cucked by Gray? This is the sequel to the story, of course. All right, so I guess it's leading up. Unless you want to do some of this or write, do you want to like write something for this next paragraph, or do you want to use like switch over to what you're using?
Let's see. Okay, like I'll be honest, I am not excited by the idea of Dr. Phil NTR.
It's gotta be funny as shit, though. Don't worry, I'll punish myself too. I'll be getting in on this story.
It's like
Also, people, while we're working on this, I want everyone to go subscribe to The Grey Ghost. He makes amazing AI content, art, animations soon. Yes, or is that later?
I'm working on it.
Okay.
The animation stuff is a little bit off because they're still working on developing the software behind that right now. I might be able to work on something with Stable Diffusion. I need to do a bit more in-depth research.
Okay,
And
but you do AI art, AI music, AI, just talks and technology talks and stuff like that for the Warband. So go subscribe to him.
so I'm working my way towards fully AI generated red pills. But I'm wondering like how much is the AI how based is the AI really going to be and how much will I actually need to start training?
Probably get it away from the mainframe so it can't be blue pilled.
Oh no, it's already away from the mainframe. This shit's standard on my computer. Like it won't be getting any further updates from a central source unless I tell it to. I'm just trying to find a baseline source to work with. So,
Hmm.
like I've got Pygmalion right now, and that one seems to work. But I might want to try Vicuna because it's similar to Chat GPT, but should be small enough that my inferior hardware can deal with it. Because short of getting one of those like super rare graphics cards like the 3080 or whatnot,
Ooh.
it's kind of hard. Like I'm not one of those guys with 32 gigabytes of VRAM.
No,
I'm
I get you.
a little lower powered with a much more humble 6.
Well, while you're working on that, I'm just gonna hit send again and see if it generates more.
Oh yeah. I may as well just see how unhinged the AI gets without any further prompts.
Okay. I'm going out tonight. Oh, she replied, where are you going? What time will you be back? I don't know. Maybe late. It's not really important. I would like to know who's talking. I mean, it sounds like it's the wife and Dr. Phil. Okay, if you're sure, have fun. Next time I said you too. My name is Philip Martin, and I'm an actor on the popular television program called Dr. Phil.
Yeah, yeah. All right. So yeah, this is the setup for some
Okay.
NTR fan fiction from the perspective of Dr. Phil.
You may have seen me or heard about me before. I play the role of Dr. Philip Harris. My name is Philip Martin. I play Philip Harris, the most well-known psychiatrist on the planet. The show is a reality TV show where we interview ordinary people who come to us with problems that they think are real-life issues. Okay.
I don't know if I'd call his guess ordinary, but the thing is, now that it said this kind of stuff, I gotta wonder: is this legit? How like does the? I'm sure the AI knows shit that I don't, because again, I give
We
no
then
shit
give them
about
advice
Dr.
on how
Phil.
to solve these problems. The show is hugely successful and has won numerous awards. Its ratings are the highest ever. There's even talk of making it into a movie. Dr. Phil the movie. What's his last? Is the last guest he ever has on is going to be Chronic. The movie
Hey, okay,
gets
so his name is
shafted by
Philip
Chronic.
Martin. Plays the role of Dr. Philip Harris. Okay, apparently his real name is Philip Calvin McGraw.
Calvin.
Yeah, Philip Calvin McGraw.
What a knob.
Wait, no, sorry. Here's actually sorry. Side tangent. So apparently, funny thing that I didn't know was real. Okay, you know Toy Story 1, right?
Yes.
You know Pizza Planet, right?
Yes. The place I wanted to go to as a kid, but never could because my mom yelled at me and said it was fake.
Okay, well here's the thing. Your mom's a fucking liar because apparently there's a chain called Pizza Planet in Oklahoma City that Dr. Phil worked at when he was a teenager.
Are you telling me I could have got my pizza from Pizza
Like,
Planet?
I don't know if it was the same as the NHL, but yes, apparently, yes. If you'd gone to Oklahoma City in 1963, you could have gone to Pizza Planet
I was born
and
in the
had
wrong
Dr.
family.
Phil make you pizza or something like that.
Okay, so he had his hands in the pizza. What a bastard. Now he's online, or he's on his reality TV show being a knob.
Wait, sorry. This
He's
is
not
funny.
a real psychiatrist. He doesn't have like a doctor. Or is it not a doctor in psychology?
Well, okay, so apparently he moved with Canvas, pursued his lifelong goal of becoming a psychologist. He played linebacker and got a football scholarship. No, he's got a bachelor's in psychology.
Okay. What's his
He went on to
doctorate in?
earn a master of the arts in experimental psychology and a PhD in clinical psychology.
Okay.
So no, apparently yes, he is legitimately a PhD doctor of psychology.
All right, so I'm going to type something in to kind of put in our character because it seems like it's just right now a whole summary of him. My main concern is this ghost that keeps following my wife around the town. It's been happening for weeks now, and every night when I get home from work, she tells me that something terrible happened to her. She says she saw the ghost and that he is trying to kill her. Gray! Why are you trying to kill her? I thought you wanted to
No,
flush
she
her.
thinks I'm trying to kill her. That's different than me actually trying to kill her. Look, just because a woman thinks something doesn't make it true.
Well, we can tell her whatever we want. So, I'm God here. Does he saw the ghost trying to kill her? Don't worry, pussy babe. The ghost just wants some of that vertical seafood taco.
I'm not sober enough for this. I'll be right back.
Puts an intermission. I tell her, winking my fat brow. Yeah, we're just getting started, guys.
This is good spiced rum I'm going through here.
Nice. I have water, sparkling. Ah, are you ready? We're gonna see what happens.
No, but let's see what happens anyway.
Yeah. She always laughs at the joke, but she never seems to think it's funny. Every morning I go to work, leaving my beautiful wife alone in our house. This makes me feel guilty, and I try to do what I can to make up for it. I try to hide in the bushes to watch her get railed by strange men, but nobody wants to do it with her. I am sad. So is my dick.
That's like he's in 72. Like, there's no way that he's got that big of an age gap with his wife. So, like, seriously,
See.
I am sure that out there somewhere there is some fucking hardcore gilf lover who's willing to jerk off to this stuff.
Oh,
But it ain't me.
neither am I, but someone's gonna pay for this story. Excuse me. The night I went out drinking with my friends, they were all drunks, and they made me drink more than I wanted to. After a few drinks, I had a dream. In my dream, I was laying in bed, and there was a woman next to me.
Oh, so this is Dr. Phil. Okay, yeah, this story's taking an interesting turn here.
Do you want to add anything to this? Or do you want me to hit generate or have me write something?
Oh,
I want your participation.
Next
You're the one that's fucking the life.
Fine. Well, you know what? Like, fine. We'll go. We'll see where the AI is going with this and cooperate for a bit.
Okay.
Say, okay. Next line would be like, "It was my wife as she looked 50 years ago."
Look, it was my wife as she looked 50 years ago.
Yeah, or appeared 50 years ago.
Okay. Hit and send.
I got to try to think with the AI. Is like, okay, what words is it going to understand and recognize, and what is it going to get confused by?
Her face was young and beautiful, and she had long blonde hair. She looked happy. Then I realized that she wasn't really my wife. She was a ghost, and she was haunting me. She told me that she loved me and wanted to be with me forever. I woke up with jizz in my pants and a branch up my ass.
If I just fall silent during this at any point, assume that I've just passed out from intoxication.
When I got home, I found my wife waiting for me. She was crying. "What's wrong, baby ass?" I saw him again. He tried to grape me. Who did? Who did? Was it? I'm not gonna put you in. Apparently, we're going down a path I don't think we should actually keep going on. To be
I
honest,
think we might want to like pull the eject button and abort here. Like,
yeah, if we're getting into this kind of territory, uh, try. Okay, news story.
I mean, like we try to write NTR and it turns into
Yeah, it's going down a Joe Biden. No, AC. No. And we're not gonna go into a sort of great fantasy. We're not. That's not what we're doing.
I don't think we're going down the freaking fantasy route here. Like there was absolutely nothing sexy about any of
Not
it.
yet, but it really wanted us to go towards that.
It kind of shows like, because here's the thing, like all of these models have to be trained on existing content.
Right.
What the fuck stories have been trained on this? I mean,
I don't want to imagine. Okay, we're going to do. Do you want to do a text based, or do you want to do like a news story? And do you want to kind of take control of this and use your programs?
you know, let's try the text adventure. I'm curious.
Okay.
I'm
Enter
curious
your
to try
prompt
that.
here. The Gray Ghosts adventure for a AI waifu. Is it AIFU?
You know, you may as well. Okay, here's the thing. If you say something like that, it's not going to understand what the hell you're talking about.
Okay.
Like you got to say like an artificial intelligence girlfriend or something. Maybe it understands waifu, but when you want like a computer to like really understand what you're saying, you've got to use the simplest, most generic terms. You can't use any sort of slang, let alone a unique term. A human might be able to process that. A computer's got no idea what the hell you're talking.
Okay, the adventure for a artificial girlfriend or artificial intelligent girlfriend.
Yeah, that'll work.
Artificial intelligent girlfriend. Oh, everyone's coming over from Hammer Stream. Everyone should subscribe to Hammer and make him blow up. He's just gonna go right back to the subscribers he had like a couple days ago. It's gonna be freaking hilarious. Sai says, Citrus, you have good taste in Peridot. And if you guys want me to change the picture to another picture of her, donate $5 to $10. $10 will get you 2 pictures. And I'll change it on the stream live. That's the only way I can think of to incentivize people to donate. You want another picture of Peridot? I got plenty. Anyway. Okay, so decide what you want to generate. We have a whole range of available options in the generation. Type down. Do say story. Okay. We're going to hit send. Okay, I don't think that did anything. All right, what would you like to do? We're going to have Gray start us off.
Okay. Say, the Gray Ghost finds himself in a dystopian cyberpunk future.
Okay, so it says do, say, or story. So we're going to hit story on the prompt, and we're just going to write out your setting. Gray Ghost finds himself in a dystopian city. Is that it?
Yeah, sure. Let's start with that and we'll see where it goes from there.
Okay, send. Okay, he is wearing his gray costume and his sword on his hip. Nice. The streets are deserted except for the occasional car that passes by. You're now inside the apartment. This apartment is very spacious and well furnished. What do you do, Gray?
All right, well, I guess select do.
Okay.
And leave the apartment and begin walking the streets.
Leave the apartment and begin walking streets. The streets of the city seem to be deserted. It's as if everyone else disappeared without a trace. There's no sign of life anywhere around you. In fact, There doesn't even seem to be anyone living here at all. Whoa! The scary ghost! Just then, a man with a yellow helmet falls from the top of the apartment and crashes on the concrete below. Still alive, but pissed off. Let's see what this does. He gets up and begins walking towards you. What the hell did I do? The man says. I'm not supposed to be here. Why am I here? Where's my wife? Where's my wife, Gray?
I guess select say.
Hold on, just 1 second. I'm getting a knock. All right, I'm back. Tell the little fucker to fuck off. Okay, so say.
I don't know where your wife is. I just arrived here.
Where your wife is. I just arrived here. Sounds like an actual conversation we probably have if we were in this situation. He looks at you suspiciously. Are you sure you're okay? He asks. Why don't we get out of this place together? No, you reply. I have to find someone who can help me. I guess I'll say. But I found this letter about some chick who works at a goth IHOP. Restaurant. Fuck my spelling. Thank God for autocorrect. Send. That sounds like fun, he exclaims. Come on, let's go. Is it switching between us?
I have no idea. I don't know. Like, there's a
no,
delay on
you
the
say
screen.
again. I need to find her before she goes back home. Fine, he replies.
Oh, by the way, I just got the best news ever out of the writers' strike.
Whoa, what's that?
Family Guy and American Dad are canceled until it's over.
Well, thank God, nothing has been lost.
I
was wondering when someone was going to put a bullet in that show. Should have happened after season 5. End it. It's like, staple. It's like, you're going, freaking zombies after season 6. What the characters turned into. American Dad's fine, but it's still suffers from the same thing. Cleveland show died and nobody remembers it, thank God. So, any other shows on the chopping block?
Well, that's just the latest ones to go, but so far as I'm concerned, like I say, I don't even watch television. Like, what clips from TV show I do watch are just what random people decided to put in the YouTube feed and the algorithm fed into my face.
Are you telling me we're not going to get Family Guy funny compilations on YouTube?
Oh, no, no, those are still going to exist. It's just we're not going to get any new content, which, quite frankly, I don't care.
Both depart from.
Like, I mean, like, let's be honest here. What would you rather have, like, as YouTube content? An indie comic being given voiceovers by volunteers, or a clip from Family Guy where the title says one thing, but since it's a 12-minute fucking video, you know that it's going to be way longer than what it actually says it is.
Sorry, I wasn't paying attention. What? Family Guy dead? Yes. Success? Huge success.
Yes, huge success.
I was trying to do that thing where my eye like a gecko as the screen, and then what you were saying. Sorry. So do you think AI can make a Family Guy skit?
Oh, 100%. It could absolutely make a Family Guy skit.
Okay. Do you
You
think?
know, like, fine. I'm just gonna ask. I'm gonna ask my chatbot right now. Tell me a random funny story.
Both depart from each other, but the man in the yellow helmet gets hit by a biker and flown into the man with the gray coat. Both fall down onto the ground. The man with the gray coat gets up and says, "Let's take him with us." "Who are you?" the man with the yellow helmet asks. "I'm the gray ghost," the man with the gray coat answers. The man in the yellow helmet says, "My name is Cyrus." "How did you know that?" Cyrus asks. "Because I've seen you before," the man with the gray coat replies. "You're the guy who chases me through the street in New York City last week." Wrong guy. I think I think that was a frog. I think that was a frog, not a man. Well, whatever it was, you were running away from it when I ran into you, the man with the gray coat says. "So what's your story? What brings you to this place?" I don't know. It's completely forgot about everything that just happened.
Yeah. Whereas, okay, so here's the thing. So I told the AI, say, tell me a random funny story. One such story is called My First Date with My Brother. It involves two brothers going out on their first date together. They decide to go to a restaurant, but they both get lost inside the building and end up sitting down at different tables. They spend the entire evening trying to find each other until eventually they realize they have been seated next to each other all along.
Huh, sounds like a skit. Huh. I mean, that's a good premise. I mean, how would you make it funny?
You know that scene from The Emperor's New Groove where like they're
Oh
sitting down
yeah,
at the
yeah,
table?
the diner part where he's
Yeah,
dressed up as like a woman. That was
yeah.
funny.
Yeah, no, I kind of imagine it's like that, where like they sit down at the other table, and then they keep getting up in between, like ordering food, going to the bathroom, checking with the chef,
Yeah.
and they're constantly like trying to find the other one, and they think, oh hey, maybe I see him over there, and then one gets up, and then sits back, then sits back down. And you know what? Maybe for extra shits and giggles, we make it identical twins so that the waitress doesn't understand what the hell's going on. They just think that this one guy is switching seats
I got an
every time
idea.
she comes back.
I got an idea. What if it's a guy who's like waiting for his Tinder date and he's like looking through the profile pictures and then he notices that some have been photoshopped and he's already sitting down and that she's like a whale. She's a fat person, but he's in the store and everyone's fat. So he can't tell exactly who's the fat person. And it turns
I
out
could,
he was fat all along too.
I mean, kind of like that George Carlin skit where wait, was it? No, it was Louis C. No, it was a Louis C.K. skit where apparently his parents once sent him to retard camp,
There's a camp for
and
retards?
yeah, yeah,
Wait.
and he was like, "Damn, is this how they're gonna tell me?" And then he says, "Like, Kim, honey, do you think we should tell him? Nah, just send him to the camp. He'll figure it out. He's retarded, not stupid."
Oh man. Okay, so the text adventure seems to kind of disregard what was previously said.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how good a memory this thing has.
Okay, I'm gonna do a new story. A ghost and cyborg with a yellow helmet defeat a simp. Okay. A ghost and cyborg with a yellow helmet defeat a simp. Hmm. All right, now it's Mother's Day, so all my brothers and everybody's over here. And barred my door, so they can't fucking come in here. A guy with yellow helmet defeat a simp. Probably doesn't know what a simp is.
No.
Do you think beta would be better?
No, again, like it's slang.
Okay.
Like that's the thing. Like if you were going to teach an AI to understand that kind of stuff, you'd literally have to teach it. And I'm still looking up to exactly how to train an AI to understand like different words, different phrases, input different stories to it.
Gotcha. Well, I'm just gonna go crazy on this. Look for a Y. How about that? Let's see.
Oh,
I'm
boy.
gonna generate 5 sentences and see what happens. One,
Also,
two.
apparently, Chronic's going live in 10 minutes because
Oh,
some 5'2" pickup roach says men should go for experienced women.
what? You want women with puniti holes that you could just walk right in? And what? Go spelunking? No thanks. I followed that advice and I almost got destroyed for it. It was by the miracle of God that I escaped that situation. This is why I don't drink anymore.
Yeah,
There's a
never,
case in point
I've
of
never
a guy
met a
who
man.
experienced that.
Like I've never met a man that got into a relationship with an experienced, quote unquote, experienced woman, and it worked out. Like best case scenario, they end up whipped.
Best case scenario, whipped.
Yeah, that's the
Yeah.
best case scenario.
I can see that. It's a
Like
horrible situation. That's not. It's like no. The answer is no. You can go after them. You can get whipped by them. You can do that, Mister Beta Cockroach. Leave us alone.
I mean, like this is like a woman saying, like, "Hey, ladies, you should only go for homeless dudes." Like
They probably do if they're 6'5".
that schizo crackhead on the street corner. That's the guy you should be trying to bring home.
Well, great. They probably already do if they get the tingles, and it's like, oh, dangerous.
No. That's well. Okay, I can't.
They don't care about danger. Danger is like a like you said, it's a drug to him. It's attention. Oh, he could beat my ass and then
No, but that's
kill
the
me.
thing. No. No, like those guys, they still exhibit like the things that women value in a man, like control, danger. No. I'm not talking about going for the drug dealer. I'm talking about like imagine one of these female chameleon thoughts, whatever, openly telling women, "Hey, you should go for the druggie on the street corner." No, not the dealer, the guy that he's selling the crack to.
I still see some women do it, but I understand what you're trying to say.
Well, you see guys go for quote unquote experienced women too.
Yeah.
But you don't see any of these trad thought women telling women to do it.
Well, it's all to destroy men, so of course they'll try to just the sisterhood or whatever is still around. Even though it's not even a sisterhood, it's just I know this would be bad for her, so I'm gonna have her do it anyway. That way she gets destroyed, and I'm like what's remained.
Plus, it's in group preference at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like that's the biggest, simplest factor for it. Is
I think women is just a bucket of crabs for themselves, and and instead of them being like trapped underneath, they kind of stack on top and just try to be the one on top of each other. And it's like at the end of the day, bucket of crabs, but they want to be as tall as they can so they can get picked. So if there is no competition,
no, they want to be on the top of the bucket, but it's like out.
Man's a mechanic.
Oh shit! We got a mannequin here.
Hey, manic.
Imagine this. Okay, so here's the difference. Like when men have like the whole crabs in a bucket, like the guys they want to get out and go out and do shit, and they want to be on their own and like I'll try it. with women, all they have to do is say, "Hey, there's like octopus and seagulls and shit out there that are gonna eat you."
Hmm. I kind of get now, back in the day, in my personal experience, and this doesn't apply to everyone, everybody around me was telling me these kinds of things to go do. Go find experienced women, go marry single mothers. And I almost fell for it. I was so close. I was engaged to a single mom, and we were about to get married, and then she called it off and said she doesn't want to do it anymore. And that woke me up hard and sobered me up. And so I've kind of like turned a full 180 and just shot like a rocket towards the other direction. And I hope a lot of young men realize that from from that you can escape it. But a lot of young men are falling for it because the pussy's just too much for them to handle.
Well,
It doesn't matter. It's like loose pussy, no pussy, small. It doesn't matter. They're just so thirsty because they're just dying in a desert.
well, like they're thirsty, but they're not the top 10%. So the women that do actually have choice for like a somewhat committed relationship aren't interested.
Hmm.
Because like those women are like, the women, like sure, like a woman that'll sleep with you for a one night stand usually has to be a lot lower value than the guy. Well, I mean, for a committed relationship. So like a woman will like have a one night stand with a dude that's her equal, the same way that a dude like a Chad will take home like the fat chick on a slow Tuesday or whatever.
I see. I got an idea. Instead of prompts between you and me, why don't we do one? A woman tells other women to date homeless guys. let's see what happens.
Like I've seen that. Like I've seen some freaking girl boss women who are apparently like dating and financing guys who spend literally
What
all
the
day
fuck?
playing.
I'm gonna generate a few lines. Here we go. A woman tells other women to date homeless guys. She says they're not like the ones you see on the street corners with their cardboard signs. A man tells another man that he's going to give him a blowjob. The second man says, "You can't do that." He says, "I'm married," but he does it anyway. What? The first man says he'll be gone in an hour, and then he is. The story takes place at night when the sun has set and the moon has risen. This is gonna get good. I can feel it, Gray. It's early spring, but there are no leaves on the trees. There are no flowers in bloom. There's only one light shining from a window, a candle burning in the window of a house. The windows of the house across the way have blacked out. The streets are empty except for the two people walking down them. They slowly walk side by side and they look up into the sky as if someone is calling to them. The girl walks towards the boy. She's wearing a white dress and her hair is long and blonde, and she's carrying a large book under her arm. Her face is very beautiful, but she looks sad. She reaches out and touches his shoulder, lightly just brushing against him. He turns her around. The boy turns around and looks at her, and his eyes are blue. "Hello," she says. "Hi," he says. "I am homeless." Fuck. I am homeless. Would you like to date me? Let's see if the AI is like, if it's going to take on the role of the woman. Let's see what she says. She laughs. "That's the wrong thing to say." Oh. Why? He asks. "I thought we were dating." "We are," she says, "but I don't think you know what dating means." Jesus.
I mean, that is accurate female dialogue.
So, yeah. That would not work in a million fucking years. Even the AI is not even doing like a hypothetical, what if it was the case. It's still like, nope, women will never do this. The worst she could say, Gray, is no. Ew.
Ew, exactly. Anyone who says the worst you can say is no has never gotten responded with ew.
Oh my god.
Or,
nice guy. Oh my god, you're a nice guy though, and I like to help you.
No. Or actually, no. I think that there's one worse than ew. Can you guess what it is?
What?
Help.
Help?
Help.
Oh, help. I thought you said kelp. I was like, what, from SpongeBob?
No, help. Like, hey, do you want to go out? Yeah. Because that way you ain't leaving the club in anything less than like
Oh
if
my
you leave
gosh.
at you're leaving the club by kissing pavement at that point.
Yeah. The worst thing you can say is, no, ew, help. Once upon a time, a young woman went to visit her mother in the hospital. As she was leaving, she met a handsome young man. He asked her to come home with him, so they did. Okay, why was she leaving the hospital? We'll soon find out. After dinner, he told her how much he loved her and wanted to marry her. She said yes, and the wedding was held. After a few months, the woman started to feel strange. She never felt this way before. Uh-oh. What? One day she
Is
are you
this
pregos? One day she came home from work and found her husband sitting on the couch reading a newspaper. Oh, he's got what, the pipe and everything? What is this? What is this turning into? He looked up at her and
I don't know.
smiled and said,
It sounds like your average like Rick and Morty skit.
"Yeah, hi honey, how was your day?" To the woman sat down next to him and put her hands on his knees. She tried to speak, nothing came out. She finally said, "What are you doing?" "I'm just trying to keep my minds off things." You're reading fake news. You were reading fake news. She screamed. She, no, I'm not. He answered, yes, you are. No, I'm not. Yes, you are. Okay, I think it's broke. You get married and you just read a newspaper. It's like, that's fake news. Divorced immediately. Oh, I need some help here, Greg. I need to write stupid stories. Cyrus and Gray. Find a way. It denies us our waifus, Gray.
Yeah, like this is why I like the indie stuff. Like, I mean, it's a little more pain in the ass to use stuff like Pygmalion AI, Stable Diffusion, etc. But at the very least, like I know the kind of shit I can find, or the very least I can experiment with it without having it be some kind of centralized server. This thing, God, like, I got no clue where the hell this thing got its ideas from.
Okay, Okay, this is the story of how I found my first waifu. Success! Great success! I was in college and it was my second year at the University of Tokyo. Freaking weeb. So I had to take classes. One day, while browsing through some old magazines on my laptop, I came across an article about a certain guy who wanted to find a waifu too. I hit him up and we began to meet up and talk about finding waifus. The first thing he told me was that he already found his first waifu. Suck it, Gray. What's her name? I asked. Rui Hijirib. Sounds made up.
I'm gonna Google that shit because knowing like this is novel AI. If it does not have extensive knowledge of anime waifus, then quite frankly, I think we need to abandon the software.
Yeah. What would you recommend in place?
Well, right now I'd say
Yes.
Pygmalion. Oh no, Ruri Hijiribe is from Durarara.
I don't know any of that.
Durarara is actually quite good. It's by this. It's okay. So you know how like there's a lot of anime now that's based on light novels.
What the hell's a light novel?
Oh my god.
Yeah, look, just anime and all that.
Okay.
I'm just completely like, ugh.
I mean, I guess you've got Peridot instead of like an
What
anime
the
wife in the
fuck?
background, so I shouldn't be surprised. But
This is what you say. There's no way Ruri would ever be your waifu. She's just a kid. She's 18 years old. I know that. Have you met her before? What the fuck?
oh yeah, okay. So Ruri Hijiribe, occupation: serial killer, singer, makeup artist, former.
She 18?
Her birthday is September 27th.
Scream. I have to clarify. I want an 18 plus woman to date. Well, there's no way she's 18. You're probably making stuff up again. Shut up. My life is over. I don't have a waifu. Calm down. Calm down. Says great.
Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't say her age. What was that?
Let's not jump to conclusion. We'll just ask her if she's 18 or not. But what if she's lying? Then we can't date. But she might tell us the truth. Yo, Gray.
It says
They are
apparent,
nothing
apparent
but
age,
hoes and tricks.
like apparent age teen. So let's just assume 18, 19 for,
Yes, for reasons. Why the hell would I even want to date an anime waifu? I just want Peridot and I'm happy.
So you wanted alien animated waifu.
Yes. And?
No, we're just clarifying
What the
your preferences here.
She's a female, Gray. There are nothing but hoes and tricks. You mean like cats? That's exactly like cats. So then you have to stop thinking of them as human beings. But it's wrong to think of them as cats. Where is this conversation going? I'm done. I can't fucking do this.
Yeah,
Cats.
yeah,
Oh, I thought this was going to be a simple story of us getting chicks and being bros, like Buddy Cop.
if there's one, okay. If you honestly think that a conversation with an AI is going to be like hinged and logical, you have not watched enough Neurosama. This shit goes
I
off the
have
wall.
not. I kind of like the going off the walls. I just wanted to be consistent, not talking about.
Okay, no, you want consistency from an AI chatbot. Like,
all right, somebody wants to recommend writing a story. Okay, Peridot and Cytrus.
and now like
Citrus.
Chronic's sending out the freaking warband signal to get someone to
Oh, you get
someone to roast this guy, and it's like, well, I was like, I don't gotta go, but like, dude, I've been up for like fucking 12 hours straight nonstop. Like, I have wiped the fuck out.
It's up to you, man. It's fine. I wanted us to kind of see what would happen.
I mean, we've seen what happens. It's pure fucking chaos is what happens. Although, to find out, okay, here's the thing. Like, how good is like your video card?
My video card? Yeah, it's pretty recent. Yeah. It's like a... It's a... GeForce MSI RTX.
Okay, you got an RTX, you're already probably doing better than me. So, I'm going to send you a video link right now.
Okay. Don't worry, Gray, I'll cover you, says Manic. Thanks, Manic, for stopping in.
Yeah,
I've worked with Chaz and you, Gray. I want to work with Yeetus and Manic at some point, so I'm gonna see what they want to do. I do have an idea for a Germa Rumble sort of thing, but with all the Warband members. Do you know what Germa Rumble is?
Germa Rumble? No.
Okay, a guy set up like WWE and created a whole bunch of ridiculous character, like Count Chocula versus Captain Crunch. In this, they're all computers, so they're all fighting each other in this WWE style wrestling thing. And he's narrating over it like the announcer. And he's not playing, he's just commenting on the AI, doing like this like rotation of characters fighting, and he's doing weird voices. I was like, what if we put the Warband members in there and do something like that? What if I created all these characters, computers for WWE? I've never played WWE, but I was thinking do something like that, and then having a co-host or like Manic or Yeetus.
Could be fun. I've seen it done for some HoloLive shit, so yeah. Anyway, yeah, I sent you a link in Discord. Basically, just follow that, like basically to the letter, and
okay. This is by request of AC. He wanted me to write a Peridot and Citrus's first date story and see what happened. I'm sorry, Peridot said, but I can't go out with you. Why not? Citrus asked. He was sitting on the edge of her bed, looking down at his feet as if they were particularly interesting to him. Oh god, starting off with a foot fetish. His hair was short and dark brown. No. That matched his eyes. Lies. I have red hair. And he had the same smooth skin that she did. My character's skin is green and his hair is red. He wore an outfit similar to hers, black shirt and pants. No. With the only difference being the color. He looked up at her, raising one eyebrow in confusion. She tried to think of how to explain herself without making it sound like she didn't want to be alone with him. But there wasn't really any way to make this seem okay. It's just she trailed off trying to find words for something she'd never been able to express before. I don't know who you are. I'm just some
Okay, now,
guy who
here's the thing.
showed up on her bed.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Allow me to sell you the thing that I put. So, if you install what I put down as well as the Pygmalion stuff, and then you install Tavern AI, you will then be able to install Peridot's personality and have an actual conversation with her.
Oh, great. Is it hot in here or is it just me? So install all the stuff on this on this YouTube link.
Yeah, start there, and then one sec. I will send you another one with the Tavern AI stuff.
Okay, so yeah, I just built this computer.
Yeah.
Anytime I see an ad, okay, I want to do another Citrus events called ads give you AIDS, and it's just gonna be me critiquing ads everywhere.
Okay, you see, this is why I just install ad blocker, and it uses the Brave browser.
Well, I have two different browsers, one for like some decoy and the other for like what I actually search up.
Okay, but are either of them Brave?
No, Mozilla Firefox and Google Chrome.
Why the fuck are you using Chrome?
Because it was there before. It's a nice little decoy.
That thing is practically spyware, and it is going to eat up your fucking memory. Like, I cannot use Chrome. The amount of tabs I have open at once, it would just burn out my RAM. So
Right. That's why I'm transferring everything to Mozilla. So
okay, Mozilla's not much better. Seriously, just
get Brave.
Get the Brave browser.
All right, I'll get the Brave browser. I'm gonna continue this story for AC down here because he wants it so badly. I just like how I'm a stranger who appeared in her bed.
All right, well, I'm gonna dip and probably catch a little bit of sleep.
All right, great. We'll do more.
Thanks for having me on. And
yeah,
and if you got questions about the AI stuff, hit me up on Discord.
Yeah,
thanks
I'll
for having
definitely.
me on,
That was the Great Ghost. Everyone, subscribe to him. Give him a hand, a round of applause. Yeah.
See y'all. Peace out.
Love that guy. That guy's my favorite. He's my hero. Okay. I'm going to continue a bit and just see where this insanity leads to. Before I do that, I got to go pee. Okay, I'm back. Alright. Where was I? His expression shifted from confusion to uncertain. What do you mean? You've seen me before? She shook her head. No, I haven't. Not until today. Then how? Because you're a gems, Peridot said. Ah, she said the line. She said the line. Alright, we're gonna generate some more. You're one of us. I would never be one of you filthy gem people. Human all the way. Just very augmented. The words hung in the air between them. Peridot felt the weight of them pressing against her chest. She knew that what it meant to be part of the tribe, but she hadn't experienced to be judged by someone who wasn't one of them. Guilty. Sentenced to death. Let's see how this goes. This is a perfect first date. It made her feel small and fragile, and she hated that feeling. That's alright. I know, Cytrus said, his voice soft, but that doesn't change anything. Peridot shook her head. No, it doesn't. I'm sorry. Citrus stood up. Are you sure? Yes, please go home. He nodded. Okay, good night. I guess I got cock-blocked. Because I hate what she wants me to be, guys. It's over. Well, it'll never work. Ah. Ah. Let's just, let's just keep it going. Peridot watched him walk away, sad music playing in the distance, and she wished she could call after him, tell him that it wasn't over yet, that maybe he would come back, or that she would see him again sometime. Citrus's mind was on what kind of building to make in Minecraft as he sulked home. Yeah, you see no grape involved. I did it on Chronic stream. I told Yis that you wanted him on a stream sometime. I did it on Chronic stream. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it, Say. You're awesome. A week later, Peridot sat alone in the dining hall. The other rulers were gone, leaving only her and a few servers cleaning up. She spent most of the time since their date replaying the moments over and over in her head, trying to figure out who are you? Oh, that's too funny. Trying to figure out what she could have done differently. Hey, a familiar voice called out to her. Ruby was waving from across the room. Over here, Peridot smiled, getting up to join her. So is this like a maid cafe thing? I've seen multiples of that online, on like on shit. Basically, Necro Power. The reason I only know about that is because of the because my friend sent me Steam library, and it was like the only game I had installed when I was out in California for other reasons. I'm actually curious about this story. I'm just gonna keep it generating and only chime in a bit. I'll just keep narrating if you guys really aren't that tired of my sultry voice. Great. How about you? Okay. Ruby was waving across the room. Peridot smiled, looking up. Okay. Ruby waved her hands around. Great. How about you? Did you enjoy your date last week? Yeah, I guess so. What date? You kicked me out of your fucking room. Like, I appeared there. I was like, hey, well, Bane, okay? And you're like, but no. I'm like, all right, back to Minecraft. That was the whole long and short of it, based on true events in my life, by the way. Peridot rolled her eyes. Please, I'm fine. I'm glad you finally got some action. Peridot rolled her eyes. Please, I'm not going to fall for your tricks. You're not even trying anymore. Oh, come on, Ruby said, laughing. You're cute when you're mad. I don't like where this is going. This is my chick. You stay away. Just because you're too afraid to let any... come on. And you're annoying when you're flirting. Just because you're too afraid to let anyone get close to you doesn't mean I am. You're just saying that to be nice, Peridot replied. Bitches. Am I right? Nope, just saying. They walked over to the table where the food was being served. Ruby just took a seat next to Peridot. If only this could happen to me in real life. So how did it go, she asked. Fine, Peridot said. He didn't ask me out again. Maybe he didn't hear you. Yeah, I actually have hearing problems. So you have to yell it in my ear and make eye contact as you're doing that. Well, I didn't exactly give him a chance to say yes, Peridot said. I told him I couldn't see him anymore. I'm just on Chronic stream. If everybody's here, you could go over and bounce over to Chronix. I'm just doing this out of morbid curiosity to see what the hell happens. Maybe he didn't hear you, Ruby. Okay, well, I didn't exactly. This could actually be a decent story for a Peridot fanfiction. Okay, look. The actual Peridot fanfictions I'm going to do, I'm not going to live stream them. No, no, no. Now, this is going to be the final say on my life. So, is that I have some NSFW fanfiction of Peridot and me, where she... I'll just give you guys a little dirty snippet of what's going to be in that story. We hold hands. I know, devious, dirty. How dare you? We even hug. Oh, it's horrible. I'm gonna see if I could get a friend on. I guess not. I guess he's too much of a weenie. Carry on with the story. Well, I didn't exactly give him a chance to say yes, but I told him I couldn't see him anymore. Oh, that's sweet, Ruby said. It must have hurt his feelings. Oh, that's sweet. That must have hurt his feelings. What sadomasochistic person did you come from? Who are you? Of course it did, Paradox. That's why I didn't say anything. It seems like it's gonna... you're such a good girl. I'm not. You are, Ruby says. You're just too stubborn to admit it. Whatever. I bet you're great, Sister Ruby. Just then Cytrus bursts through the wall. T-posing. Debris smacks into Ruby's fat head and then causes it to explode into a pink mist. I don't... Rubble, let's just say rubble smacks him. This could actually be just a story. The file of the rebel shame on you, how dare you? Oh, it's not real, it's gonna be a sex doll. I'm sure if that counts. Does going with a sex doll and like AI and all that and stories, does that count? Do I still count as being MGTOW? Gotta actually ask that question. Ow, ow, Ruby cried. What was that for? Sorry. Her head exploded in a big mess. She's dead. The AI does not want to get rid of Ruby. What was that for? Sorry, Citrus said, dusting himself off. I was hoping to catch you two alone. Oh! Can you imagine? You're just sitting there talking to your friend. Just, some guy T-poses through the wall and explodes. Oh, sorry. I wanted to catch you guys alone. Let's see where it goes with this. Wait, what? Paradise said what? To apologize, Citrus explains. I'm sorry for acting like an ass. What are you talking about? I want to know too. Just grabs Ruby and throws her out a window. Oh my god. Her body falls slowly and Ruby screams as she disappears into the ground. Stop, Birdot screams. Ruby, stop. Don't worry, I'll save her. Just sit her into Ruby's side. Why? I don't want her in here. Oh, why would I want to save? I'm trying to kill her. Why would I want to save her? Oh my gosh. He picks her up and a hole opens beneath them. They fall through and Ruby is carried away by the current. No, Peridot yell, run towards the river. Ruby, please. This is getting too much. This is becoming too much. She tried to jump in after her, but Ruby was already gone. Peridot's tears fell into the water and she watched helplessly as they vanished into the darkness below. Oh no. Why would I want to save her? I've been trying to kill her this entire time. Paradox Sir just said, pulling her away from that. I'm so sorry. I had no idea she would do something like this. I don't believe you for gaslighting her now. Oh my lord. Why would I do that? Why would I want to save her? I want her dead. It's just me and Peridot. Oh yeah, baby. As Naruto said, believe it. Believe it. Believe it. Citrus. And if you don't, I'll show you. No, Paradox said. You can't, you promise, but you don't understand, Sid. But you don't understand, Citrus said. Look, I didn't mean to hurt you. I love you. I really do. And I know you feel the same way about me. You don't know anything, said Peridot. I know you eat the wrappers off Snicker bars at 3 a.m. I'm willing to, I know you eat wrappers off the Snicker bars. I don't care. Citrus said, I'm willing to try anything to prove I love you. If you want me to throw myself out the window, I will. Well, I kind of already threw somebody out the window. Doesn't that prove how much I love you? Do I need to throw another person out the window? I mean, you know what they say. 2 times the charm of throwing idiots out windows. I'm gonna clip all this. Okay, don't say that, Peridot beg. Please, I'll do anything. Anything Sister says, like letting me kiss you? Peridot hesitated, looking down at the ground. Aww, it just takes murdering your best friend. You see, bros, you've been doing it all wrong in the Red Pill community. Andrew Tate got nothing on this. Jack Murphy, nothing on this. Get out of here. Here is how you actually get the girl that you've been trying to chase. You throw their best friend out a window and watch him drown in a river. Yeah! That's how you do it. Look at me. Look at this guy. You want to spend thousands of dollars in courses with a red pill? Nah, screw that. Think somebody chuck him out a window. I'll get all the women after you. If you guys truly love someone, throw their best friend out a window and watch them die a violent death. Peridot hesitated, looking like, okay, she whispered, I'll swear you'll never lie to me again. I promise, Citrus said, now kiss me. Peridot stepped forward and kissed him. Yabba dabba doo! Yelled Citrus as he rapidly stomped his left foot onto the ground. What? Peridot said, pulling back. Nothing, Citrus said. Just practicing my dance moves. I didn't know you were a dancer. I'm not. I'm just full of lies. I can't do this. I'm just practicing my dance. I didn't know you were a dancer. I'm not. I'm full of shit. Oh, jeez. Lord help me. I'm just excited to find Finally get the girl of my dreams. How many more people do I need to? I'm just excited finally to get the girl of my dreams. But you said you loved me. I lied. I've always been in love with someone else. Who? Myself. What the fuck is your problem, Novel AI? Novel, what the fuck is your goddamn problem? Myself. I'm just kidding. I love you and only you. You stupid bitch. Stop questioning me. Oh, you're so funny, Parrot Life. I wish we could stay here forever. Me too. So unfortunately, I think I gotta get going. Cat. You want cat? Hi, kitty. What's the matter? You got the jingle bells? Jingle bells, jingle bells. One out? Alright, here you go. Work. And by work, I mean dicking you down till you gush like Niagara Falls. But you said you never lied to me again, person. I did, Citrus, but I lied about everything else. You're not a liar. Alright, I'm done. Hard. The fucking end. There we go, guys. The novel's out here. I jingled my cat's little collar bell, yeah. Uh-oh. My friend is... This was quite a story, I have to say. Murder your friend, the girl that you want to get with, just murder her friend, throw her out a window, you get to get with her. I mean, it works. Look at that. Look. I want that thing that Graham recommended you to try out. I will do that on my own time. Right now, it's losing brain cells time, okay? That's for me and my eyes only. Sigh. I wish I wanted one of my friends to join in, then I could probably do something with him and me, but he's not going to. He keeps messaging me though. His name is Lenny. He was on before, but it's been a while. He's been very busy. Oh my gosh. Hoo-wee. Oh man. This is a keeper. So I hope everyone really enjoyed that. I love having Gray on and all that. I'll probably be doing some stuff later on. I think tomorrow morning I have a pizza tower let's play, so I'll set that up for the stream there. And then I have some cartoons coming in. I need to do the Gray Ghost. He has a animation coming up for his character, his model. Did you guys want a little preview of that? Yeah, I prefer safe for work variants of characters, like dresses and like nice feminine clothes. I'm just so sick of seeing nudes at this point in my life. I feel more like feel different, deeper love for actual clothed characters, if that makes sense. If that makes sense. Okay. Let's take a look here. First thing I do is whenever I go into Source Filmmaker, I look at what's in the workshop available because I'm waiting for them to update the Pokemon. So. Yeah, the beeps that you guys are probably hearing is probably from that. Yes, I'm still watching. Can you guys actually hear the jazz that's playing? So you are a TF2 player. Yes, I am. I have 6,000 hours in the game. I have almost 4,000 hours in Source Filmmaker and 6,000 hours in Team Fortress 2. Any further questions about TF2? I think not. I like having smooth jazz playing when I'm focused on work and shit like that. Alright, Grey Ghost up in recent. So he sent me some voice clips that I need to do. Having great voice act is the best thing ever. Are you making a thing TMF for the community update since you use SFM typos? I mean, are you making anything for the summer community update? No. I don't put in effort for a company that does not care about the game that is currently running right now. Why would I put it? I'm going to put as much effort as they are putting into the game. How about that? I'll match energy. If I really wanted to, I had me and my brother, we were kind of working on concepts and he was fooling around with Blender, making models and stuff, and you know, we could probably do something, but why? They're just gonna put in paints, they're just gonna put in some hats on the Steam Workshop place, some taunts, and then nothing else. So no. Make it an actual update and I'll think about it. Put some effort in, I'll put some efforts in. Wow, that's a lot of model updates. Weird. And so what I do when I make characters in SFM, if you guys look at all my videos on my channel's been around for like 7 years. I just was using it as like some animation dump to just kind of show exactly how far, excuse me, I've progressed. So, right now, the way I... Did it just fucking crash on me? That's a first. Oh god. Yeah, they released some NSFW stuff for the workshop, and I'm like, great, that's just great. Also, that's another thing on why I don't stream TF2. If you go to casual match, and if you play at certain times, like when I do streams, it's usually very early morning, or midday. at the very earliest. It seems to get people who love putting it in like it's just hackers, bots, and the works. Wow. Well, it's like you stream something and they're gonna just spam the N-word if they know you're streaming. So you either need to find dedicated servers and stuff like that, which it's a good idea, like a Skyle server. But you go on that server, it's either 24/7 Turbine or Upward. I mean, it could be fun. I mean, you could be like Soundsmith and just do 2 for it all day. Make a lot of content off that, sure. Yes, I want all my models, please. Wow. I guess some models have been removed and it's forcing me to close out because there's no way to update them. How about making it moving TF2 to Source 2 better? I'm not sure about that. Look, when you ask an animator or a player where they're comfortable at to do something completely new and updated, you have to relearn a lot of the stuff. I just don't feel like doing that unless it's absolutely necessary to do. It's like you're drawing and using an art software you're comfortable with. Okay, now switch to this, because it's better, because it has this feature that's better. How about new? Okay. Looks like whatever those models they were trying to make me download were corrupted. So we have this aisle. I was fooling around with some ideas, but the main model I'm having is, well, medic. Do you guys like the old, here. Do you guys like this version of Gray? Like some kind of Ghostbusters sort of character?
The healing is not as rewarding as the hurting.
Are you guys liking that, or do you want another idea? Because this is test 01. I was gonna do a 0.2. So I'm just I could fiddle with some other ideas to see exactly what kind of fits. Maybe I can make like a new version of it. And this is where the creativity and fun I have with SFM comes in. What I want is something that is compatible with animation, so it just makes it goofier and funnier. But we can also do custom-made stuff, which is what we're going to be animating here. I mean, we got this ghost here. I think this is like from Five Nights at Freddy's. But you have to understand, when it comes to models and you try to dress them and stuff, it gets a bit difficult. So what I would usually do is go here, set body groups, eyelids, none. Doesn't really change much. We go here, right click, set body groups, ghost. Eyes, we can do none. We'll keep the eyes. What we do want is add override materials, go to show an element viewer, model, materials. Let's see. We got glow, we got black, we got eye. These are the materials. Add attribute. I want to strain. Strain is the textures, so we want $ base texture. See what it does? As you can see out there, apparently on this map that is missing some texture files. We can see exactly what is textured right there. So we could do pink. No. You can usually do white or black or gray. So we're just gonna get rid of that valid root. Again, add override materials. Show in element viewer model. I'm going to go here. Add attribute. We'll just probably just do a color tint since it already has its base texture as white. We can probably just color over it by hitting color sign color in the color attribute. And there we go. Let's see. Why he Urple? Why he? It's the man behind the slime. Ah! Anyway, why he Urple? I think gray has more of like a pinkish hue to him. So something like that, yeah. So we already got the base and we got arms and stuff like that. We just need attached. I love the head aspect of it. And so what we could do is something like this. We're gonna go medic doctor Yabol. Hit touch. Right. I am the spy. You know, I didn't want to save you. What we could do. Add that, and we're going to whoop, no more head. Body here. Actually, I want the root to transform over here. Okay, don't read too much into this. We just want the okay, you want the root transforms to match so that when one body part moves, the other moves as well. We are locking transforms so that when the main transform moves, everything moves with it. And you want to make sure everything's linked up and synced. There. I want neck. And what we have done is locked it, and now... There we go. You're gonna see real quick what happens when I do these. Now he's just a point in time, and we level it up and hide it in the neck. His entire body is like shrunk down all the way here. So now, Medic has a huge ghost head. And then we just kind of scale it down to what you think would be appropriate. About like there. Okay. Adjust the head however you want. Make sure you click on the same bones that you need them to. So, we got a nice head here. You know, I was very surprised at the lack of beanie options in the game. Most of them are scout beanies, but this is the one I wanted. So I want. Let's see. Sometimes you gotta adjust. Okay. Yeah, medic. That's the one. We want the medic doctor. That one. Root. This is going to go to the doctor's root transform, but the pelvis, fine. Okay. Head's gonna go. Oh. Neck is gonna. Oh. Head. Fuck. I fucked up. So what happens is, if you're trying to map bones and stuff like that, it might, what happens, it might shrinks down so small, or it goes off the map because it deletes itself. It's a weird thing. You gotta fight with it, not against it. And when we get to a certain point where it's like, okay, maybe we need to make the head smaller. Okay, I want... This is when you start going into the decimals and stuff like that. How about 0.75? And this... $15. And we're gonna make the head a bit smaller. Maybe the neck. Sometimes you can work on different tree lines and it gives you different results. 0, 25. That did not. Let's do 70. There we go. Looking good. We just gotta tilt it forward. And tilt it back. Hey. There we go. I think that's gonna work perfectly. See? It's like you're fitting a doll, basically. If you know what you're doing with the transforms and the lock tools and stuff like that, which is very simple to do, you'll feel more comfortable about spawning in props and models, and you just kind of fix them to where you want to be. When you get into the animation process, you have to understand you have to just lock things by transform and know what to lock and when to lock it, and how to lock it. So when you do that, then everything's just a dress-up game. It's free. It's easier to do this than it is in Blender because I learned Source Maker first, and I just drew I Frankenstein, as they call it, all these body parts together. So you always want to test too. Like, let's see, Medic. I want to take his root transform and okay, all the models move together. So for Medic, let's get rid of the backpack. And then I'll go and I'm going to add some more stuff to it. Then I'm going to animate his character making comments because I had Gray actually voice act for me. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. I got to get going. I got to go wish my mom a happy Mother's Day. So thank you all for tuning in to the Cytrus events. Thanks, Gray Ghost, for stopping by. Everyone jump onto Chronic stream and watch him. And all hail the Warband Chief unto Chronic. See ya.